I don't know what happened, y'all. Shit just cut off on me. Shanice, what's good? I don't know what happened, y'all. But we back, so we ain't gonna worry about that. Tisha, I'm gonna put you in right now. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna turn that one off. Hold on. I'm gonna delete that. Raquel, what's good? Oh, Raquel. I don't know. It just cut off on me, y'all. I don't know what the hell that was about. What up?
Ain't shit, brother.
You got that hat on today. What's good?
I said, whoopee. I just came from work.
Nita Rose, what's good? Tanya, don't say nothing about your
I want to know, do y'all miss me?
Nobody don't miss your ass. We ain't thinking about.
You miss me. You told me yesterday.
Damn.
What you talk about? Don't make me blow shit up. You miss me?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nobody don't miss you, man.
Catrice, I know y'all miss me.
What up, Cliff? Nobody don't miss you, man.
Catrice. Hey, Nita,
Nobody.
she pretty.
Huh?
She pretty.
Hey, so you know the topic, right?
So, let's talk about it.
All right, I'm ready. You know I'm
Some women
ready.
get raped. I'm not going to be disrespectful right now because that's a touchy topic.
Right.
I'm not with it at all.
The show must go on.
Niggas' dicks need to get cut off.
You said the niggas. Huh? What you say, Tim?
Out here raping people.
Yeah, but that's my whole thing. We want to know, cause I heard
rape allegations.
Right, allegations. That don't mean it's true.
Right.
Right? But it's a lot of.
So what are you
Huh?
asking? So what are you specifically asking?
We talk because there's a lot of people being accused of raping women, and that's what we're gonna be talking about. Cause you waiting all these years to tell somebody what you consider as rape. Cause this what they saying, right? So check this out.
Please. Let me tell you something. Rape, I consider a rape allegation, if true, meaning that when I told you no, you took it by all means. That's
Right,
rape.
but
If we didn't,
all right,
you didn't forcefully make me have oral sex with you, then it's not rape.
okay, so that's what you say, right?
Sexual contact is rape.
All right, but listen to this. So if a man invites you to his house, right, and y'all been talking to each other for a while, you don't think he wants sex?
If I'm not thinking the same way, in some way, shape, or form, I'm not even going.
You're not gonna go. So they say
if I'm not thinking in that way, shape, or form, I'm not even going.
what's up, Walt?
I'm not
Listen,
going
this
to the house.
right.
House, because remember we adults, so anything can happen. I get hot, he get hot.
All right, but they make this is what I'm saying. I'm not. They making it. This was they saying about rape now. Chicks is saying all these entertainers are raping people, but it happened 10 and 20 years ago. Right? So If you didn't think it was rape then, why is it rape now?
I don't believe, honestly, it could happen because I've seen it's happened in my family too. So that's why I told you that's a touchy topic. I've had people in my family hold it, and they was kids when it happened. But now they're old enough, they have their own voice. Ain't nobody gonna speak for them. And then truthfully, sometimes when you go to these people that's supposed to speak for you, they wind up not even believing you. I've been in that situation before as a young girl.
Let me say something to you. I understand rape if y'all in the same household, or you understand what I'm saying? If y'all in the same household and that's happening, but if a person is in another place and they call the dude, you understand what I'm saying, to come where they at, that's not rape.
Wait a minute. Calling you to come somewhere doesn't mean I'm calling you to come fuck me. Calling you to come somewhere can mean chill. What are you talking about?
Listen to this. Chill.
I spooned you before you got on this topic because I don't want you to say the wrong thing.
No, I'll never say, whatever I say is what I mean. I'm not going to never say nothing I don't mean. So what I'm saying is this. Say if you called me, I'm going to just say, no, I ain't going to use you. We're going to use somebody else.
You using me anyway. Look.
So say like if I'm talking to you or whatever, and every time, you know, you want something or whatever, you call me, right? So the only way I'll know where you at, you got to call me. Right. Now, if I come see you and something happened and I don't talk to you no more after that, and you be in your feelings, now you saying rape, because this is how I'm looking at it.
If that's the case,
I'm thinking
it is wrong. But we never know because the people involved are the only two people that know if they was there.
But this is
scenarios if the scenario is true enough to make the conclusion about it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly, Mona. That's what I'm saying. Like if you didn't listen, I'm not talking about little kids. I'm not talking about little girls that's being raped. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about these grown-ass women that know what's going on and they saying these men raped them. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that shit.
I don't think women rape nobody. I don't think a couple of them rape anybody. I just think that right now these women are at a time in their life where they need to come up, and they just so happen to still have that story that they probably been telling their friends for years or telling their family members for years and using it to get along in a terribly failed relationships. You understand what I'm saying? And they got to try to find a way for people to understand why at this day and age they probably ain't married yet. You know what I mean? They probably ain't got nobody that's with them, or they probably got mad failed relationships. It could be numerous things, but that incident with Russell, I don't believe it. And I definitely don't believe half of them stories because a lot of females go through it. They don't want to fuck with a nigga, and then when a nigga come around, they feelings change because they think it's all it's choked up to be. You know what I mean? Or the nigga looks flashy or whatever the case may be is, but when you get the nigga to yourself, he want to fuck you in that bag. He don't want to book the Rich Carlton.
Right. I just think it's about money. If anybody want to speak on this,
but think about it. That's what I'm saying. If they look at certain people's lifestyles and they assume that that's the way they are, and this, that, and the third. But probably when they get the person, you get what I'm saying? The nigga want to fuck them in their bed instead of the Rich Carlton, or the nigga just going come see you, but he ain't bring no flowers like he used to do to other bitches. You know what I'm saying? It could be the numerous things that bitches just, it'll trigger them differently.
Right, but you don't think that's wrong?
Of course I think that's wrong. That shit is dead wrong.
Now I'm saying if a dude raped a chick, he need to fry. That's what I'm saying. But don't make up some shit on a dude because y'all not getting along, or he said he was gonna be with you, but he not. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit.
It's on point to you. She, Miss Portis. I
Huh?
don't want to say the first to Tawana.
Yeah.
Tawana just said, I didn't want to say your name wrong, Tawana, but Tawana just said that some women felt that in order to get ahead, they had to do something strange for a little change. And then years later, the little money done ran out. Now they calling it rape. She right. That's exactly what it is. All in one paragraph. That's exactly what it is.
Exactly. That's
change for some change. You do strange things for your husband too. But bitches sell they short when they do it for niggas out there because they look like, oh, they just picked a random nigga to do that for. You get what I'm saying?
right.
Everybody do something strange for some fucking change.
But that's the foul shit. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't, and it's crazy. You know why? Because women could do that kind of shit and they believe them. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because oh, that's my brother. Yeah, but Tim, y'all gonna look at the nigga like he's crazy.
They pay him off afterwards, and then bitches be holding the stories. Miss Bunch, that's what I was saying. They be holding the stories till years later, like, oh, he used me and he abused me, and then it turns into, oh, he took it.
Exactly. And I don't think that's how it is.
That's not right.
Now, if a nigga raping
that's about rape, go on the protest about non-rape. What the fuck happens to these bitches when they be accusing these niggas of raping them and they ain't do it? What happens to them? They never go to jail.
And nothing is happening to them.
Nothing will happen to these bitches. They don't never go to jail.
Exactly.
They don't never go to jail. Never. You ain't
and
never
that's
seen
fucked up.
Nigga rape after this nigga done been dragged through all types of blogs and TV shows and newscasts and we're reporting live from Channel 5 News, and Mr. John Strangerton, he done raped his next door neighbor's daughter, and she's 6. All right. And years later, they took the nigga out of jail because he was found. Well, Sandy said he did it, so Sandy should go to jail. The DA don't pull no charges on them bitches.
And you know what's so crazy? Because afterwards, when the chick feel bad about the situation,
they need to have a ramp around that shit. The bitch just did it to Nelly, lying, and now they want to pop shit about the other woman that he's with actually now because she be on the tour buses with him. Now we see her on the tours with him. We see her on the tour bus posted from our page. So magically, she's just gonna disappear when he fucked you.
Right.
On the tour bus.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Let me be I'll be like, Judge, if he give me a chance, I'ma fuck Nelly. But I ain't gonna lie about it later.
Yo, this is what I'm saying. Huh?
Keep it a bug.
Lanice, you trying to come in and talk about this? Because I know you know about a little something. Whoever want to come in and talk about it, because I think that is foul. Like, something should really happen to the females that's just making these allegations. But they never do it,
Miss Bunch. They never do it. You never heard a man send a woman to jail after she sat there and accused them of rape. You ever seen it on TV? You ain't never seen it.
Right.
You ain't never seen it. I just want to see it at least once. Just
that's
once.
fucked up.
Lock a bitch up. What the fuck you lying for? Lock a bitch up. Because a lot of women been touched when they was little when they don't think it's funny. I got a son. Somebody touch my son. I'm not going to think it's funny neither. I might lose my mind. Damn it, I might go to jail. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm not. I might have to just go out with a bang.
Right.
I might have to sit down and just really think about it. Like, damn, I might have to really fight for my son or lose him. And I don't want to lose him to me disappearing on him going to jail.
Exactly. That's fucked up, man. Bitches should be going to yo, they should be going to jail for that shit. If a nigga rape a child, that's different. But you know what I'm saying? For these big grown,
if a man really raped them, but you see what's so funny? They'll give people a lot of Texas tests about everything else but that. Give Russell Simmons a lot of Texas tests to see if he passes.
But listen to this. Do you know what rape culture is? You know that's what they saying now? You know what that is?
That's in. It's just a thing.
But listen, I was listening to the radio and he said that rape culture is this. Say like if I got a girl in here with me right now and I have sex with her and I walk out the room and my man hit it, that's rape culture. Like we've been doing that our whole lives when we was younger. You know what I'm saying? A chick come to the crib, we'll call everybody in the neighborhood to come get some. So are we, you know what I'm saying, agreeing with the rape culture? I don't think that's rape culture. I just think when you growing up, it's different because
I've heard it, Tawana. I've heard it. Me and him was just talking about this the other day. I've heard it.
Yeah, rape culture. Like that's
rape culture.
Right. Even if you fill a chick ass or
whoever.
It's called the train.
Train, but not no more.
Right.
That's what you're talking about. They calling it rape culture.
Rape culture. That shit is not. It's not cool. I don't condone nobody raping no little girls. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, don't lie. If you fuck, say you fucked. You know what I'm saying? Don't motherfucker try to get a nigga fucked up to make you look good. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. If you fuck, you say you fuck. Don't try to fuck a nigga life up to make you look good. Cause that's what's being done right now. You know what I'm saying? Like a chick would be like, he raped me. Just so she won't look like a whore. You know what I'm saying? But don't do that. Or you do something to them and I'm not saying it's some grown women that's doing that right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's about money. So everybody jumping on a bandwagon saying this nigga rape. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all can't do that, man.
I've been harassed before. And you know what? I had to blame myself for a minute because for a little moment in the beginning of the situation, I entertained this fool. When I realized there was too much entertainment going on back and forth and talking, never to touch him, I separated myself from it. But he wasn't done.
Right.
And that's when it becomes harassment. If I say don't talk to me like that no more, we good. Let's get back on where we started. I don't want to be like that. I'm sorry. You're supposed to just let it go. It shouldn't be, the back and forth. Oh, well, if this don't happen, this going to happen. If this don't happen, this going to happen. And a lot of times you find that in the workplace. Want leadership over you. Because that's how it happens. But I'm not going to stand there and let nobody rape me. You're going to have to beat me, stab me, everything. I feel like if I stand there and go through that, even if you're threatening, forcing me, I'm giving into it. I'm in agreement with it. That's how I can't do that. You're going to have to forcefully go crazy on me. I can't do it.
So, Lenise, what you mean they need to get their shit together? Like what? What you mean by get their shit together? Cause it gotta be, I want to hear different people opinions, you know what I'm saying, on this right here. Cause some might think different than how me and you thinking. You understand what I'm saying? So Lenise is typing.
I always said that nobody ever accused none of my brothers of doing that to them. But had they done it, I would have had to step back and really think and talk to my brother and come up with a conclusion of my own. But I can't pass judgment because I ain't God. You understand what I'm saying? And I wasn't near.
But listen to this though. How many times, I'm not saying you, but how many times, this is back in the days, not now. How many times you go see a chick and, y'all get naked and all that, and as soon as you get on top of her and you about to put your joint in, she say no. So what's that? No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying. So is that rape?
That's not rape. But once she say no, once she tell you no, you should just be like, you know what? I'm good. Let the bitch get dressed and call somebody else. She said no. If she say no, even if she took her clothes off and she tell you no, yeah, she probably took her clothes off and thought about it like, this is too much. Let me just relax and say no. If she say no, you're supposed to go ahead. That's rape. If she say no, go ahead and leave.
Teach, let me put.
Tell a bitch get dressed and leave.
So Keisha said that is rape. So if you get on, listen, because that happened to me before. Like a chick was like, this when I was younger, and I'm rubbing to go in, and she say no.
Yeah, no mean no.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking.
No mean no.
So Jamila said she know a couple of dudes.
She said even if she let the head go in.
Nah, you can't be saying no. You know what I mean? But
regardless, if she let the head go in, if she said no to you, you take that as I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. You're supposed to take no as in somebody telling you on the streets the police coming. Nigga, you supposed to book it. That's it. I don't want this pussy. I'm out. That's it. Take flight. That's it. That's it.
Nook gonna what? Hold on. What? No means no. This is what Jamila said. No means no. It might be to Paul. Oh, so she's scared. Basically, that's what that is. It ain't. You know what I mean?
Be scared. A lot of girls do that. A lot of girls be. Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Not every girl out here loose. I got freaking friends. I ain't gonna say their name, but I got friends that lost their fucking virginities at 25, 26 years old. Okay.
Right.
Bitches don't be out here. They don't be like that. Not like everybody think. A lot of girls is not out here loose. I'm not one of them that lost their virginity at 25. I lost mine earlier than that. You know what I'm saying? But with a different directive. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it wasn't my fault. It was my fault. But a lot of these girls out here, they 25, 24, just lose. They haven't even lost their virginity yet.
Right.
I'm dead serious. Like, for real.
Let me bring English in real fast.
Okay.
Nigga, if the head is in, nigga, that's the green light right there, son.
Lenise, that's hold on, English. So you said if she asked for a buck and I say no, and now she hit my pockets while I was asleep for a G. Did she rob me? Yeah, she robbed me, but that analogy is not the same. That's not, because if she asked me for a buck and I said no, she should leave. Fuck you waiting for me to go to sleep to rob me for? Maybe if she said a buck, maybe I only wanted to give her 50. But go ahead, English. What you was about to say, brother?
All right, look, I've been listening to it, and I'm going to just tell you, no means no, but we also, as men, have been in those situations with some fucking crazy-ass fucking bipolar bitches where no mean yes, just, you know, bitches be playing games sometimes. Nigga, I done basically been in situations, nigga, what I'm talking about, the head is in. They like, no, and then you go to pull out, oh, and then man, then before you know it, you fucking, and no means no, but then it's yes. Some of these bitches be playing head games. Right. But as a man, you know when no really means no.
Yeah, if she's scratching and kicking and biting and that's no, nigga.
That's really no. That's like really no, but not like.
He said that's like really no.
That's no, but that's like really no, because some chicks be like, you know, slobbing on your knob and shit, giving you the sloppy toppy, licking on your nuts and talk about no, but they just steady, just giving it to you. And that means yes. You feel me? But I'm telling you, You know what it is? I'm, not to make light of the situation, but I feel really bad for people like Russell Simmons, right now, because Russell come up from our era. You feel me? He was always a flamboyant nigga, had mad bitches around him. I know there's even footage of Russell back in the 90s, like 91, 92, going out with like 7 bitches around him, taking them shopping. You understand? And he just giving them gifts and shit. And they like, thank you, daddy. You feel me? And these are the same bitches now coming back 20 years later, talking about this nigga tried to rape him. You feel me? It's sad, man. Look, when a woman is violated, that shit is fucked up. But you got a lot of these chicks out here right now just trying to come up, man. And it's true what your homegirl just said. What happened to these chicks when you understand, when it come out to the nigga not guilty or something? They just let these bitches walk. And meanwhile, that dude, like, let's keep it a buck. Mike Tyson, is a perfect example. Mike went to jail for fucking rape. What the fuck was the bitch doing in his hotel room at 3 in the fucking morning, my nigga?
If she wasn't trying to fuck.
You understand?
Exactly.
Man, you know who you dealing with. The nigga ain't just say, hey, come over, I'm up. Just say, no. That nigga spit game before that shit, like, yo, slide through, you know what I mean? This, that, and the other. No, and women gotta also be held responsible. Women, you gotta know that when a motherfucker tell you come through his fucking hotel room at 2:30 in the morning, that's fucking words right there. This thing ain't trying to play Monopoly with you. You
Exactly.
You know, I'm telling you, fam, if a chick come to my house at fucking after 12 o'clock at night, there's a 99% chance that she knows she gonna get the dick, nigga. This is
right.
And then for them to come through and then be like, nah, no. I'll be like, first off, now I tell a chick, you got to go. You got to go. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. One time I had met this chick. This chick was mad thirsty for me. So my man Boss took me, dropped me at a hotel with this chick. We in the hotel, and I don't know, she probably tried to want to give the physical impression like nobody had been in the pussy before. So every time I touched this chick, she's like, no. Oh, nigga, I got scared, nigga. I was like, I got to go. You know, I guess she was trying to make me feel like, yo, you know what? I'm not used to the D, and that's why I really like you, and this is special because I'm giving you the pussy, nigga. When she started all that wriggling and, nah, nigga, I was not pursuing that shit. I got the fuck up and, no, let me not lie. I fucked her, but then I got the fuck up. You feel me?
Listen, so you was willing to take the charge.
Yo, fam, the head was in. The head was in, nigga.
But so what? She made all them sounds and it scared you, but you still.
The thing is, I was smart enough to know she wasn't making them sounds like no. She was making them sounds like, oh, you the first one to ever get this pussy. But nigga, I know this bitch been fucking. But when she started like that, the first thing that came in my head was like, this bitch might be trying to put a rape charge on a nigga. But then, after a while, once it went halfway, I was like, nah, this bitch is trying to act like the pussy like ain't got no stamp on it yet. So I went and done my thing. But then I got the fuck up out of there and never called her again.
But you know what? That would make her mad at you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you did her dirty.
I didn't do her dirty, nigga. I done her swell. I put in some work on that shit. And that's another thing. A lot of these lazy bitches out there laying on their back, got a nigga sweating it out. They need to start putting in some work too. For real.
But Lenise said, because niggas be acting like they nice guys, Mr. Nice Guy, but they want like they want a relationship and chill, you know what I mean? But that's when you start. Listen, I'm gonna give you an example. When a chick, I'm just saying from my experience, like a chick find out that you're doing more than what you think you are, you know what I'm saying? And she's not number one like you told her, nigga, you gonna pay. I don't give a fuck what it is. She gonna find a way to fuck you around. Now you didn't have to tell her that she's number one and all that, but she's feeling like since whatever she did, she must be the only one.
Yeah, you're right about that. A lot of so what we're talking about is that there's a lot of scorned, bitter women out there. They got gamed into it. They gave up the pussy willingly, but then when it didn't turn out according to what they had been sold, they sitting back feeling bitter. And then at the first chance they get, they talk about the nigga took the pussy.
Lulu, what you mean? Cause she said this is getting ignorant, right?
Nah,
but I want to know what she means. No, he's staying on subject. He just giving up, example what happens. Sometimes it happens like that.
It does.
Listen, niggas is millionaires, right? And they being accused of doing certain things. You knew what you was doing beforehand. You know what I'm saying? You knew what you was doing beforehand. So I don't want to hear none of that shit. You know what I mean? Now, if the girl was 11, 12, 13, 14, all that, and you did some foul shit, then you need to go to jail.
For sure.
You grown-ass women.
No means no, but like I said, no means no, but then you also got a whole different set of women who be playing fucking head games with motherfuckers. And truth be told, a lot of these women who are coming out now with these allegations of rape towards people like Russell Simmons and these celebrity motherfuckers, yo, they've been just had that chalked up in their mind as a sexual experience. And then once they see these other chicks come out talking that shit, they like, oh, I'm gonna come up too. I want to get some of that bread too. And it's fucked up because I'm telling you, man, I done seen Russell Simmons evolve as a man and as a humanitarian. Russell is so zen, man. It's just so sad to see this man in such a space in his life of peace. And then you get all these fucking 1990s, late 80s hood rats who he bought some Coach bags for coming out the woodwork thinking they gonna get some of that nigga 400 million. It's real fucked up.
Yeah, listen, I need one of the ladies to come in and speak, man.
Yeah, sure, ladies. Come on in.
Like Keisha, let me see if you want to come in and say what give your opinion on what we talking about. Because we coming from men point of view. I think
Lanisa's saying, stop playing with these girls' minds. Y'all driving them crazy. Look, listen, I'm gonna tell you, you got guys like that, Lanice, but at the end of the day, you got some women that drive themselves crazy. They think because sometimes a nigga hit it that it's like, yo, we together now. You understand? And it might not even be that way. A lot of it, I think it all depends on the individual. I think, if you a woman and you're gonna go out of your way knowing it wasn't a rape situation and say that, then you a low down, dirty individual. Real talk, because that's real fucking cold. That's real cold because everybody know how Russell was back in the days. That was the era. Niggas was going, talking to bitches, trying to get fucking pussy. Niggas was doing that shit. That's how it was. Now, everything got to be politically correct. So because of how time is now, them chicks look back on those situations and go, hold on. Considering what went down back then, that's rape. But back then, it was just like, yo, bitch playing hard to get. They get in the bed rolling around. They get the fucking. Yo, they kiss each other good night after they finish fucking. She bounced, he never called again. And they just chalk it up as a sexual experience. But now, 2018, when chicks start coming out with these allegations, they start thinking back like, yeah, he never called me again. And actually, I wasn't really willing. But then after a while, the shit start. Because you know how it be, man, when you be in bed with these chicks. A lot of chicks don't be willing with that shit. You start kissing all up in the neck, nigga, licking the ears and all that. Yo, the box go wide open, nigga. And then after it's over, they think like, oh shit, I gave up the puss. I'm like, yeah, you know.
and now is where we stand with each other.
Yeah. But no, I want to
listen, we just talk. Let me see something. Let me who that right there. We just talking, but I want to hear what y'all ladies gotta say. I know y'all typing it, but I want y'all to come in and speak y'all piece, man. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Ladies need to come in here and speak on it. I really admired what the girl just now was saying because it's true. A lot of these chicks, Yo, they got hidden agendas, man. They got hidden agendas. For real. And hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Nigga, that's out the Bible for your ass. When a chick feel fucking scorned, man, there ain't no telling what she gonna tell you, nigga. There's no telling what she gonna say on you. Mike Tyson, Tupac are two individuals. Even that situation with Pac, that chick gave Pac head. Listen, let me break this down. To the hotel now. Pac go fuck around. This chick sucking on his dick. She bounced out of the room now after she get his nigga head. He go to sleep. Jimmy and these niggas fuck this chick. And then because they dealt with her in a foul way, she basically scream out rape. And Jimmy and them niggas told that chick to basically say, yo, you better say Pac done that shit. Originally, she wanted to go for Jimmy and them niggas. She know Pac ain't rape her. But when them niggas called up and was like, yo, we gonna fucking bring that heat to you, she said that Pac fucking raped her. Now here's the crazy shit, huh? This is the point I'm trying to make. And this is the point the girl just made in the live stream. Nigga, that was 25 years ago. We still don't know who that chick is. We still don't know who that chick is that sent Pac to jail for rape. Nobody. And she's sitting back knowing now Pac ain't raped her, and that was the beginning of the end of that nigga. Because after that jail shit, he came out, and that's when he said what he said, because he know fucking Jack and them niggas and fucking and Jimmy played him in that situation. And that's when he said the shit he said about them niggas, which kind of made the whole shit with Tut and them niggas rob him. And that shit sparked the whole East Coast, West Coast beef, nigga. This chick, this one chick, and we don't know who she is to this day. That nigga dead because of some shit this chick started. The snowball.
But you know what's crazy?
I think we need to know who this chick is. Because this is the shit why Pac is dead. Really a chain of events that snowballed from her first sending that nigga to jail for a rape he didn't do. You could tell Pac was a real dude, man. Pac ain't have to rape no chick. That nigga loved black women. You feel me? And you don't have to know a nigga personally just to know that about this nigga. You feel me? This shit was fucked up. I think we need to know who that chick is, nigga. For real.
Hold on. You said what? You said when dudes are behind closed doors and right there by you, and Nook words, y'all not stopping. Nah, I didn't say that. Lenise, don't do that.
I think Lenise done had an experience with a nigga, because Lenise is like trying to, hey, stop lying to these. Lenise, are you talking from personal experience? Some nigga gassed you up out of them panties, baby. Don't be mad at us, sir. That wasn't us. You feel me?
No, I didn't say that I'm not stopping. That's not. I was giving an example from back in the days with this chick. I was right in it, and she said, stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean? I was probably like 15. She like, stop. I'm like, stop? I'm near already. What do you mean? So I'm not, but that was dead. All this, listen, I done did shit where I had my man's hide in the closet and while I'm fucking a chick, and then when I finish, they come out the closet. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he said her name. He said, Cardo, what up, baby? So listen, that's what I'm saying.
But we don't know what she looked like. Like, I mean, like her face wasn't spread all over the fucking news together with Pac's. She got to hide in the cracks. All this shit transpired. Pac is dead. And the only thing we got is this chick's name in the newspaper. Nobody know that, really. And even a chick with Tyson. This was some beauty pageant contestant trying to come up. What she think was gonna happen at 2:30 in the morning with this nigga? Nigga, we talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
We talking about Mike here, nigga.
She knew what she was doing, man.
For real.
Yeah,
that's where the whole booty call shit came from with Bill Bellamy. Right. That's where he made that joke. He was like, fellas, if a woman turn up and give you a call at 2 in the morning, is that or is that not a booty call? Can you help me? That shit came from the Mike Tyson situation. And it's true. Chick don't need to be up in your motherfucking house after 2 o'clock in the morning, man, thinking you're going to be playing Scrabble.
Listen, and that's true. But when the facts come out, they come out. You know what I'm saying? You can't put something on a nigga. You gotta have real shit.
Look what Nick just said. She got mad because he didn't walk her downstairs. This is what I'm saying. Even little shit like that. The chick with Pac got mad, or Mike, I don't know, either one of them. Them niggas hit the puss and didn't walk him downstairs. This bitch like, I feel like I'm raped. I feel like I'm cheap. Fuck it. Yeah, I've been raped. No, man. No means no, and real rape is fucking never acceptable. That shit is foul, and I fucking despise niggas who do shit like that. But a lot of these women also be fucking lying their asses off, yo. And it's just that real.
Yeah, Lanice, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, that shit could have happened to me, but you know, when you
another Nook, I want to ask you. It's cool that we're talking about this, but we automatically assuming this only has to do with men. What about these thirsty ass chicks out there who won't let you leave the fucking place unless you give them the D? We ain't, man, I done had at least 3 or 4 situations where I think a chick has forcibly, really almost forced me into fucking them. And
but it's not.
And I walk away, I gotta take that L, nigga.
Yeah, but it's not really considered rape with you, because you're a man. They not looking at that shit like that.
Damn, no means no for me too. But once a chick fighting and they get the lips round the head, nigga, I got to give in. I'm not that strong, my nigga.
Right. She said what? Technically what? You can record the yes. So you coming over, you know it's 3 a.m. We fucking.
For real.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about though. Like, if I call you at 7 o'clock and be like, yo, what's good? What you doing? Nothing. You'll come through. What you think we gonna just chill out?
Exactly. Exactly.
Come on,
I'm gonna give you a scenario right here. You know, sometimes, yo, you got chicks who be in a car with a nigga. And basically they end up fucking in the car, right, Nuck? And the chick walk away, talk about she got raped. My nigga, do you know what you have to do in a car to get a fucking chick panties and pants off to be fucking? Nigga, she already gave up the fucking pants. The pants came off willingly. The panties came off willingly. The head went in, and then this bitch started acting bugged out. I'm like, what? Why you even let this nigga take the pants and the panties off? How you get in the bed with a nigga?
Right.
Feel me? Ain't no nigga out there fucking David Blaine, yo. Ain't nobody hypnotizing these bitches into getting in bed naked, opening up their legs, and the head going and stop. For real, it's not cool, man. It's not cool.
You said
Copperfield niggas. For real, man.
Nikki said anything after 10 o'clock is a booty call.
Nigga, you right about, but Nick came up in our era. You understand? She understand what it is. You understand what it is. You know?
I just don't like when people do that, man. When these females do that to dudes, man. Because that shit is foul, man. And nothing happens to them. Nothing happens to them.
Nothing. Zero. That chick who done that shit with Pac, they should have brought charges against her ass for that shit. For real.
And she just said, fuck it. Lanice said it don't matter the time.
Well, Lanice,
Lisa, what's good,
Lanice, what are you doing at a man's house at 3 a.m. in the morning? What are you doing there? Can you tell me? Can you give me just one example what you would be doing in a man's house at 3 a.m.? I'm going to wait. I'll wait. I really want to hear what Lanice got to say. What are you doing in a man's home in
She
his
said,
bed?
she said, stop talking on dude's dick. I want to know what you like. Listen, I want to know what you do if a dude call you at 3 in the morning to come over his house.
No, look. They at the house. He already made the call. She hung up, got in her car, came over to the crib. What is she doing there at 3 in the morning? What does she think is going to happen? I'm waiting. I really want to hear her answer. Because if you think you're going over there,
yeah, they should go to jail for that shit, man.
If Lanice thinks she going over to a man's house at 3 in the morning to cook brownies, you delusional. Really?
So if you don't want to do it, don't go. That's
don't go. Exactly.
If you don't want to do it, don't go. That's it.
They got legal terms for that. It's called entrapment. It's called leading the witness. All that shit. Leading a nigga on. What you think the dude is thinking when he say, yo, it's 3 in the morning, come over, and he hang up the phone? What you really think he's thinking? Oh shit, she gonna come over and we gonna bake brownies? No, he like, oh shit, it's on.
No, but listen to this. This is a little bit off subject, but you got women that call niggas at 3 in the morning, like, yo, what you doing, nigga? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Back to the rape shit, like.
No, but when a woman call you to 3 in the morning, whatever, some women just be bored trying to fucking pass time, yo. A woman will call you to her crib just to have you come over and shit and fucking keep her company and talk her to sleep during a full moon when she can't get to sleep, you know? Right. But if she come to your house, nigga, she already know what it is. Hold on, let me get this right. So you come to a dude house at 3 in the morning, he opened the motherfucking door, there's fucking dimmed lights, candles on. This nigga got fucking slow jams rocking in the background. There's fucking rose petals leading from the doorway to the bed. Nigga, there's special oils and all that shit. And you ain't gonna stop at the door and be like, hold up, what the fuck is this, nigga? No, bitch, walk right in, get naked, and start talking shit.
If you don't say otherwise. She said, yeah, you baking brownies, but if you don't say otherwise, like, I'm baking brownies and I want to fuck you.
Man, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Lanice, tell me you didn't go through a bad experience, man. Now you up in the stream, got us all feeling fucked up. For real, it wasn't us. Me too, hashtag me too. For real.
Now, if a nigga rape a child, then that's different, man. But I'm talking about you adults that's making false allegations on niggas for no reason, for your own personal reasons, not because the nigga really took the pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that situation I told you that happened with me back in the days on Georgia with this ugly ass Jamaican chick. Chick told me come over to her crib. Nigga made me eat the puss and all that. As soon as I stood up to pull out my dick to go up in it, she said, nah, nigga, I felt raped, nigga. Bitch that had me eating her whole box out for like 45 minutes. And then went back on Georgia and told Boo, Dave, Lad, everybody. Them niggas, they went past me to 40 for 2 months, nigga. For 2 months. I felt raped. I felt embarrassed. Nigga, I was traumatized. Who was there for me? Who was there for me?
Yeah, but when you got other motherfuckers doing that shit, it's different. You know what I'm saying? When you got niggas like niggas' uncles and, you know what I'm saying, they cousins and all that, then that's different, man. That's rape. You know what I'm saying?
Fam, listen, I feel you, but listen, think about what I just told you. And now reverse the situation. Imagine a chick coming over to the crib, sucking you off, and then you be like, yo, get the fuck out of here. And then the nigga go back on the block. Yeah, man, that bitch was sucking on my... Man, nigga, I had the right to call rape. For real.
But men can't call rape, man.
Nigga, you don't know how this in on my face, nigga? It was real violent, nigga. I was traumatized for 2 years. 2 years, nigga.
Listen, we got some women on here that probably really been touched, and and rape. So we gotta keep that in consideration, like not keep joking. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm dead serious. I understand. For the women who have really been through traumatic experiences, sexual experiences with men, that's fucked up. And you need to go directly to the police and get these niggas locked the fuck up or whatever. But women know the difference between rape and playing hard to get and some bullshit, and they might not have had a great sexual experience. Right now, you got this Indian comedian, I forgot his name. This chick is coming out saying this dude raped her, and she explains the whole story. And then another woman newscaster came out and was like, that wasn't rape, what you just told us. That basically you had a fucked up sexual experience. Everybody's had a fucked up night of sex where you fucked a chick or chicks fucked a nigga, you go home feeling like, damn, I wish I didn't fuck that person. That's not rape because you didn't like it. It was just, you got to chalk that up like a bad sexual experience. But real rape shit, like a nigga talking about, yo, holding you down with your arms, you trying to fight the nigga, telling him no, and he's steady fucking plowing away at the puss, that's rape. You know? That's rape.
Right. Yeah, listen, but that's what I'm saying, man. I ain't talking about the kids or I'm talking about these grown women. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about.
With big nipples, too. Grown women with big nipples. Make sure you mention that, because that's really important, huh? Because all the niggas...
Lanice, come on in here for a minute. Let me know if you want to come in here.
Lanice, come on in here and talk.
Let me get a yes or a no. Let me see. So I want, you know what I mean? Give me a yes or a no. You coming in? Say something. Yeah, we know the difference between rape. But yeah, you coming in? I want to hear you. I want to hear your opinion. Say yes or no. Let's talk about it.
All right, what about this scenario? What about if a man is with a woman, Lanice? Right. Hold on. Let me just ask Lanice this very calmly. What about if a man is with a woman and they fucking, is consensual, all that, but then he pull out the dick doggy style and go in the ass, and she's like, no, and he still put it in. Is that rape? Just curious.
No. Say that again.
All right, so basically the chick come over. She's engaged in sexual activity. She loving it. She riding the nigga. He fucking a missionary, and then he turn her around doggy style. He fucking her from the back, and then this nigga all of a sudden take his dick out the pussy and put it in the ass. The head go in, and she's like, no. But the nigga got head anyway and throw the whole joint up in there. Is that rape?
You know what? I could answer that. I could be truthful to that.
I want you to.
No, not to me.
Me neither, nigga. Me neither.
No, listen. Listen. Wait, let me just finish this, right? Listen, ladies, I'm not making jokes out of women being raped. We're not making jokes out of it, but right.
I'm serious about this.
But let me just say something. That happened to me before. But wait, let me finish. Paulette. Because we waiting for Lanice to put something on. So what happened?
Answer it? Yeah, go ahead. I want you to answer this.
So what happened was I didn't turn around. It started like that. No. It was, yeah, she was that way. Then she turned around. And then I was like thrusting. And then it went on its own and said, whoop. And look. She was like, no, stop. Like, take it out. I'm going to let you put it back in. And I was like, why would I take it out if it's already in here?
Let's just get this over with.
Yeah. Like, now listen. Don't
judge. It'll hurt more, right? If I pull it out and put it back in.
And put it back. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So actually, you was looking out for her best interest.
Exactly.
Because you had probably ran up in somebody else and knew that when you took it all the way out and tried to put it back in, that shit hurt the chick even more. So you was trying to be the good Samaritan, my nigga. You
Tawana
deserve a
said
medal for that
bullshit.
shit.
No, but that really happened. No bull. And look, this is what she said to me when I finished. She turned around and said, "So do you feel like a rapist?" Yo, that shit had me
Oh,
dying. No bullshit. That shit had me dying. You know what I'm saying? That shit had me dying.
shit.
This
Come up in here and talk about these situations. They be blasting off in the motherfucking comment section. I'm like, come up in here, talk about it.
I know this nigga see me on live and he keep calling my phone. Come on, son.
Don't hate that shit. Be like, nigga, what you think? I'm really gonna hang up the live to pick up the phone?
Yeah, you see me on the phone. Why you keep calling me, man? Yeah, but we waiting for Lanice to get dressed so she could drop her jewels and shit.
Okay, let me give you another scenario. Maybe you went through this too. All right, let's say this chick is giving you head, right? And she basically, you know what I mean? She taking your shit in the mouth, but she take the head in, she take it down halfway, and that should be feeling real good, and you just put that shit a little bit extra down to the throat. Is that rape? Like throat rape? Nigga, listen, you know when you hear to have them gagging and shit? Because, you know, right now you got some chicks who like gagging for the effect of the whole vibe. But
now, you know what? If I'm not feeling it, if I feel that she's not doing it, like she's not letting it go further enough so I can feel it, I might grab and go, you know what I'm saying?
To let her know you there, nigga.
Yeah.
Because some women don't want to be fucking no suck ass nigga. They want a nigga to take the puss, man.
Yo, let me put her in. She said she ready.
All right, come on. I know her hair done. She got her baby hairs worked out. All that shit. Let's go.
I'm gonna bring you back in. Don't leave, son.
All right, let's get it.
We making jokes about it, but we know it's not a joking situation. We just talking. You said, see, I play too much.
Yeah, his ugly ass play too much sometimes.
Face, what up, Face? Who play too much, me or English?
Both of y'all ugly motherfuckers.
All right, so get it. Say what you gotta say.
I don't have shit to say. I put it all in the feed.
Yeah, but people want to hear you say it.
Say what? Hear me say what? Nah, you know what? This rape is and y'all motherfuckers that. Like it is. You don't need nobody to tell you what rape is. You know when a chick say no, that you tell your sons that mean no. Because these boys are confused. Y'all confusing them with playing games. Like, clear it up. This is the perfect time to clear it up. Stop playing games. No mean no. If a female, I don't care if you right there. If she tell you stop, get the fuck off of her so it's no misunderstanding. Let that bitch go about her business. If she confused, she crazy. If she ain't crazy,
I mean, huh?
And when it comes to Russell Simmons, y'all can't speak for other dudes' dicks. Y'all need to get off of that. Just because y'all men, y'all feel y'all stand together with them. Nah, you can't do that. Stop speaking for other niggas' dicks. Niggas be raping chicks, whether they got money or not. Especially men with money. They think just because they got money, that means yeah. Oh, I could buy her off. Some of them chicks did get paid out like to be quiet, and that's the guilt because it didn't snatch his career early. Bill Cosby, some of these dudes, look, Weinstein, some of these dudes pay chicks to be quiet. They take the payment. The women take the payment with a contract not to speak. But at any point, they could break that contract and speak on it. So y'all can't be talking these dudes' dicks. Stop saying, oh, he ain't do it. You was there, you put the dick in, you put it out. Like, stop talking on these men's dicks. Like, niggas be raped. And if you rape again. I don't care if he saves. He just said, look, if he saves somebody,
You said what? Back in, Lanice. You got to back in. Nick, where you at? I'm gonna pull you in a few seconds. What up, Kim? Hold on, hold on. Hold on, Denise. Don't go nowhere. Let me find you again.
nah, I just had to put on clothes. I was in here cooking. I was chilling. I relaxed. I just had to throw something on. But you know, if Russell saves, somebody better save him now. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody could rape. Like if just like you do say, you right there, you confused, you young. So that means clear it up for the young boys so they don't get trapped up like that. And grown men know exactly what no means. You know, if she said no, get your ass up. But I tell you, my godson, he got contracts and his mother found a stack of like I got
I I can't hear you. I didn't hear you. Say it again.
I said my godson has a contract for chicks. This thick under his bed. Mom found it. Like he telling chicks to go get it notarized. Just to say, met with you and I sleep with other dudes. This might not be your baby. Like, nah, he cleared everything up. He cleared everything up. So that's what you guys gotta do. Clear it up. So this way the guys know and the chicks know we not playing no games because it's fucked up when females accuse. It is fucked up. Females do accuse dudes of it for being scorned, but we don't know the facts. We don't know who telling the truth or who not. So to clear it up, make sure it all makes sense for everybody playing together. That's why I like technology.
You're going in and out.
I said you could sum it up in technology. Technology tell it all. Like technology tells you if she came over for a booty call, you text her. I don't even like your little new feed because this should be all over the place. This should be all over. But 9 times out of 10, if a dude rape, he gonna rape again. Just like if you steal, you gonna steal again. That's just how it go.
Exactly. A rapist can't stop because that's his thing.
Yeah, that's how it go, you know? That's how it go. Like, so, you know, we don't know what these dudes be up to when the doors are closed. Like, we can't tell it. Brooklyn, his ugly ass, he think he's so cute. He think he can bag any chick. Chicks don't be coming over for rape. They be coming over for that face.
Who?
Brooklyn.
Who's Brooklyn?
Yes, to sit on Brooklyn face. He know that. So he need to stop fronting. He been inviting girls to eat and shit. That's why girls be coming over there. Like Brooklyn know he fronting. All right, I'm cooking so out on you.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, you know what? And I would say there's a rapist in Brooklyn because you know I got raped by him. His name is BL, and he's a pedophile and rapist. He did that shit. He did it to me, and I found out from somebody's brother that he did it to his sister. Ran up in the hallway on her the same way. Now, because I'm older, I put it out there. So don't think shit. Don't tell. I didn't say anything to anybody. I could have had him killed, but I kept it to myself. So chicks do not, but
You faded out.
I said women do keep quiet because I was 16. That's why I left from around here. He was the reason that pushed me away from the stop. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Oh, you want to say to me? I'm not broken up. I'm over it. I said I said you wanted to say something else to me?
No.
All right. Well, we talk later, shitty.
All right. You gangster. All right.
That's right. You already know. You already know.
Wow. I want to be just like you. Give me a minute. Let me build up my confidence.
Too, because we already know.
Yeah, let me build up my confidence and shit.
Dudes be getting raped too. That's true. So y'all guys could come up here and tell the truth about that too. Old women used to put them old big titties, like Brooklyn said. Stop fronting. But we don't worry, Kim. I'm as strong as you. You know that what don't kill you make you stronger. I used to stalk that dude in the middle of the night with all black on. I used to have me, Little Mel. Rest in peace, Little Mel. Little Mel gave me that gat, and I used to stalk him. Like, if I see that nigga, put all of these bullets in him. But you grow past things. What don't kill you make you stronger. All right. Later, everybody. Your shit gonna get real, because we stay putting our little dirt and sorrows up here for people to come through and support.
That, and I love the support, man. And when I get a little fucking more courage, I'll let my shit out too. But right now, I'm shaking.
Nah, don't shake. Come on, you strong. You a man. You could do this before we can. But you know what? If you start getting paid, I'm putting that shit out there now. I want my cut. Fuck that.
You know you got it. You know you got it.
Ain't no raping now. Put my shit out there. Damn. I want Cause my mill going. Hey Cam, my mill going to burn, and everybody else love y'all. Look, I'm still on the feed. I just gotta finish cooking.
All right. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Said niggas owe me big time, huh? That's real shit though, man. You see, she said she was 16. You know what I mean? And some chicks don't be wicked. Where you go at, man? You gotta come back, Teach. I don't know what happened.
What's good, family? Didn't I tell you? I told you that she had went through something. I could hear that. You could hear that. And she has a right to feel the way she did. But I saw by the way she was commenting, she still hold a lot of that thing. And it's horrible that she had to walk around with that. And truth be told, let's really keep it a buck right now. A lot of men have been also molested. You understand? Right. And the thing is, it's a lot harder for men to come out and speak on it. I'm glad she got the courage to speak on it. I've spoken on my situations also, but she said we need to clear it up for the younger generation. I'm going to tell you right now, we already cleared it up. I'm going to tell you how we cleared it up. As long as you could think back and as far back as you could remember, there's two things you don't come into jail for. That's fucking pedophilia or rape. We will fucking ox you up in jail. So it's general information that fucking rape or fucking child molestation is not cool for real niggas. Because you could come into jail for anything, but if you come into jail for them two charges, molestation of a child or rape, niggas is gonna get you. And that's been that way since the beginning of time. You can't rape somebody or molest a child and come up and go up north and be safe, nigga. Not when I was going to jail. Not when I was going. Nigga, when I was bidding, you could have come in there as a pedophile or a fucking rapist and be safe, nigga. Because niggas just saw that like, yo, that could be my mom's, my sister, whoever. So we come from a background that says that's not cool. You could literally go to jail for blowing up a fucking building and be safer than a fucking child molester or a rapist. So that's clear. That's clear. And again, to Lanice, sorry for your experience, baby girl. really, and like I said, I hear the pain in your voice. It still stick with you today. And I know it might sound like some crazy white people shit, but maybe you need to go and also speak to somebody, you understand, just maybe a counselor or whatever, to kind of just, you know what I mean, get that out there. I know we all grew up in the hood.
No, she good. She good. She good.
I know that, but you know what it is? I'm gonna speak on it. Because, like I said, I also been through shit when I was a kid, and because of how we grew up so hood that we always got this, you know, fuck it, walk it off type of shit. But you have to understand, anything you go through, like a rape or a molestation, that shapes the way your character is for the rest of your life. So how your character is right now is also based on those things that you've been through back then. So at the end of the day, if you didn't go through those things back then, your whole character and your whole outlook on life might have been totally different. And people need to stop thinking, fuck it, I come up in a cold, hard world, so shit happens, and I just, no, I really advise a lot of people, find someone to talk to about it. You understand? I know it sounds like some crazy white people shit, but sometimes you might just need somebody to talk to about it, just so you can hear another perspective on the shit. You feel me? Because it's horrible to walk around with that, because people who are molested or raped, they go through a lot of other insecurities. They might go through other situations in the job place and feel like they can't say nothing because they don't want to be taken advantage of, or their boss try to do shit. It really affects someone. These scars stay with people forever. So anybody out there that's really been through some shit, I always advise people, please find somebody to talk to. If you're not going to go to a therapist, find a close friend that you can confide in and speak on. So that's my, you know, my good word for the evening.
That's what's up. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
so you ran into something like that before too?
For sure. I mean, you got to imagine, I got taken away from my mom when I was in England and put in an orphanage when I was age 5. Nigga, I was being molested from age 5 to 10 years old. And my grandmother is the one who found me in the orphanage because nobody even knew I was in there. My grandmother found me in the orphanage, and she's the one who adopted me, and that's when I came to New York. But I had went through 5 years of fucking molestation, dude, in this fucking orphanage. And for me, I was 10, but in my mind, I was already 30, because that shit make you fucking grow up real fast, huh? And then you gotta imagine, the crazy shit is, I just thought, fuck it, you know, you come to New York and we live different and this, that, and the other. You kind of block all that shit out. But I'm gonna tell you a crazy ass story. About a year ago, I was sitting down and it just hit me, and I was like, yo, the motherfuckers that done that shit to me, man, I need to contact the orphanage and make sure that person is not fucking still working in child services, because they've probably been doing that shit for fucking the last 30 years to other kids in there. And it's crazy because when I contacted the social workers, they then contacted the police, because it's a fucking crime. You understand? And they went and tried to track this dude down, dude. And do you know it came back that when they finally tracked him down, this motherfucker killed himself in 1997, nigga, committed suicide, because he had probably motherfucking, nigga, I couldn't feel no fucking sympathy for this nigga, man. You understand? I'll be like, fuck that. That's God. That's God, man. You understand? So, like I said, it's harder for us as men to sometimes to speak on our when we've been molested or whatever. But I advise anybody who's gone through that shit, find somebody you can trust or confide in and talk with them. Because we also, as men, need a support system. Because you would be fucking surprised to find out how many men, and I'm talking about real niggas, have been molested as children, by family members, by friends of the family, by people who they trusted. Because that's how 90% of the molestation happens, or rape. It's not somebody you don't know. Like, her situation was someone she knew, and it was real violent. But other molestation really happens with these friends of the family, or people who take you in their confidence and manipulate you mentally. And then next thing you know, you're in a fucking situation. And then it's like the guilt sets in. And then you have to continue that situation, because then you start feeling like you're part of the shit too. I'm telling you, man, these predators, they need to be handled how they handle them in Saudi Arabia. They need to cut their fucking genitals off. Straight up. That's how they need to handle niggas. And for real, man, I used to sit in jail up north waiting for fucking rapists and child molesters to come in there so I could just get a group of niggas be like, yo, let's ox this nigga the fuck up. Really. And it's crazy because I had already put my own situations behind me. But every time you see a child molester or a rapist, you subconsciously flash back to those moments where you were taken advantage of. Nigga, I was a vicious nigga, man. I stayed out of trouble with everything else, but let a pedophile, or a fucking rapist come in jail, nigga, I go fucking bananas, you know?
Right.
So, but like I said, you know, I mean, all right, look, I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you right now. Have you been through something in your life also? Look, let's keep it 100 right now. Because I just, friend of the family, that type of shit. You'd be surprised how many people right now in this stream have also been through that shit. You feel me? It's you know, it's crazy. You know, it's real crazy. And like I said, it's something that we kind of push to the back of our minds and shit. But like I said, man, that shit is you know, that these people steal our innocence. So just say, the same way like men who rape women, this, that, and the other, a lot of us males who have been molested that also stole our innocence. That shit make you turn into a fucking grown man real quick because you doing grown people shit, you know? And that's why you find little niggas like you fucking 12, 13 years old in DC fucking strapped up and we acting like we 35 years old because in our minds, our innocence already been stolen from us. And this is the shit. If you really flash back to how you, you, Jock, Total, nigga, y'all were little kids, nigga. Little kids shouldn't have been doing the shit we was doing. It's because niggas already stole our innocence, nigga.
Right.
And it had a real effect on us. And why you think? The thing is, you got to imagine psychologically, if you think about it. Look at the shit we were involved in. We were involved in some real straight up gangster shit. And that makes total sense because when you're molested and taken advantage of, we then want to protect ourselves. So what we protect ourselves with, that mask of being straight up ill niggas and walking around. Nigga, you know how it was. We were little niggas. We wouldn't even care about bucking at some nigga who was 30. This is all subconsciously for these people who took advantage of us. Like, nigga, you ain't going to take advantage of us no more. And this is how it worked out through the rest of your life. So, you know, it's like I said, I really, like I said, to anybody who's been through molestation, rape, or whatever, male or female, find somebody you can confide in and talk with.
Right, exactly. Because it's real, man. That's why, you know, when motherfuckers just say somebody raped them and that ain't what happened, that shit makes me mad, man.
Because
don't make some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's real shit. You can't say somebody raped you and you only doing it because you trying to get back at them for something. If somebody really raped you, then that's what it is. But don't pretend. You know what I'm saying?
And even the jokes that I was making 30 minutes ago, I make those jokes for the bitches who are pretending. But the people who really go, you hear us having they burn through that shit. And that shit's not fucking cool. You understand? And then and I would never wish that on nobody. But I really hope they burn in hell for that shit, man. Because that shit's nothing to joke with.
True. It is. But when you little like that, you don't really know. Charlene, how you doing? When you young, you just like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing with these friends of the families and these people who take you into their confidence, the predators, how they work, they basically first manipulate you into a situation where they feel very friendly with you, and before you know it, you're involved in a situation. And then you go from that moment of feeling like, oh my God, you being taken advantage of, to then feeling like, oh shit, I'm also a part of this. And that guilt keep you locked into that shit. And that's fucked up because as a child, you've been fucking manipulated into a situation. And you go psychologically from being manipulated into a situation to now feeling like you're part of the secret. And that's why especially a lot of men who are molested as children, they don't say shit. Because a lot of times that's either aunties or uncles or cousins. You understand? And truth be told, you want me to keep it really a buck for you right now? If a boy is molested by somebody older, whether it's either male or female, real talk, if fucking that person is molesting you and fucking giving you fucking head, that shit don't feel fucked up. So that's where the psychological fucked up shit comes involved in it. Because you're like, hold on, if this shit is wrong, why does it feel like this? Well, of course we know older because it's your genitals, so it's gonna feel like that. So there's
right.
who do shit like that because they know what type of games they playing. You feel me? It's vicious, man.
It is, no bullshit. The best thing I could have done was let go.
Yeah, and he's talking, and with your parents' trust, really, you feel me? Come on, you gotta imagine psychologically what you're going through, and oh my God, what if she tells my parents, or man, I'm gonna really be in trouble. Shit, because psychologically, if you were not violently molested, you then got the guilt feeling of the physical pleasure that came with that shit. And that's a mind fuck, huh? That's really a mind fuck. So like I said, there are a lot of different ways people get molested. But like I said, 90% of those cases are done by people who manipulate you and take you into their confidence. Only 10% of rapes and molestation is done violently. Because in most of those cases, they either kill the person or somebody goes to jail. So if you're here walking around, 9 times out of 10, somebody took advantage of your confidence and pulled you into a situation, and that's vicious.
So how old was you when you stopped? Like 10?
10.
When it
so
stopped?
For 5 years straight, every 3 days, nigga. Real talk. Real talk. And it's crazy because I know it had an effect on me. Because as soon as I became a teenager, nigga, even right now to this day, I'm like really a sucker ass nigga for love, huh? Nigga, I've been in relationships for 27 years with different, because at the end of the day, when that something is stolen from you as a child, man, you got to imagine, I learned my first situations that I learned love and this, that, and the other were through fucking molestation and sex. So then that's what you go through life, you know, basically feeling like, oh my God, you know, sex is something you find love through because this is how these people manipulate you. I love you, I care about you, this, that, and the other, and you be dragged into that shit. And then you take that through with you through the rest of your life, man, being dysfunctional. You understand? Right. Getting into situations with people who then also manipulate you. Women who tell you fucking fantasy stories and you be believing that shit. So even though you're not that 5-year-old kid no more, women are still able to fucking manipulate you and take you. Man, look what I told you about my ex-girlfriend, Pam. Nigga, she's in a relationship with another nigga named Tony. My name's Tony too. Nigga, I'm up in the crib going, oh, this bitch must love me. Gullible like a motherfucker. You feel me? And the thing about predators, they just when to strike, huh? And if you've ever been molested, you're very lucky if you don't get molested again by someone else. Because the thing is with predators, once a child is molested, other predators see it on them. They see it on them. They see the way a child moves around them. They see all that shit. So very often, this shit will occur more often in someone's life. So a lot of kids have been molested by their aunts, their uncles, their cousins, and not one time or two. It's really just going on until the point that they move out and leave on it. Nigga, we lived on the street, nigga. Ain't none of us live at home, really. We were on them streets. You know why? Because that was a fucking safer environment for us psychologically than where the fuck we came from.
Right.
I would rather fucking sleep in fucking in Buster's fucking apartment building in the elevator shaft on Church and Troy than fucking be in my home, man. Or being around motherfuckers who trying to take advantage of me. I would literally rather sleep in elevator shafts and in hallways or be at Nikki's crib. Because at the end of the day, that's why I was on the streets. That's why I was you gotta imagine my grandparents had a big ass fucking house on 91st and Ditmas. Nigga, that was a fucking prison for me. Nigga, I had to escape from that motherfucker. And you gotta imagine that's the craziest shit. I got molested in England, right, in the orphanage. And when I got adopted and came to New York, my fucking next door neighbor was molesting me in Brooklyn.
Wow.
At like fucking 11, 12. Because they see it on you. And then as soon as you go in that street life and you start be wilding out, you like, oh shit, I'm strong now. Niggas ain't gonna take advantage of me no more. And that's when you really be on some other shit. And because you want to hide what you've been through, you become an even iller nigga. So then I started going to school wilding out on niggas for no reason. And people be like, this nigga's crazy. Because I thought at one point like, oh, that's the And that's how I dealt with it. And other people deal with it different, but that's how I dealt with it. You know? So that's my real story. That's why I was at Nikki house. And that's why I was there, because I was being molested by my fucking next door neighbor.
Right.
And I couldn't tell my grandparents because they just adopted me out of a place from being molested for 5 years. So then it's almost like, oh shit. What?
All right.
So it was almost like it was, you know, if I was to tell my grandparents that I was being molested by my fucking neighbors, their neighbors, that's like almost telling them that they couldn't protect me neither. Then their guilt comes into the shit. You feel me? So you just think it's best to leave, nigga. And that's what niggas do. They leave. That's why I was on them streets. Because home is dysfunctional.
Right.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Look at Kim, what she's saying. I was shooting, stabbing, cutting, fighting. That's what you do. Because that's our way of dealing with it.
Yeah. Violence. And that's crazy. But see, that's what I mean, man. That's why I get so upset because shit like that. That's why I get so upset. Like, people don't understand that shit, but you don't make up some shit that ain't true. That's why I said, if you fuck, you fucked. Don't say a nigga raped you. If you didn't, like, y'all, if they said no means no, if you don't say no, then you want it. This is what I was saying. This is what I was saying. I was saying a chick said that about me. So, but what I was saying was, she was calling me. She would call me. And if she want money, I'll be like, yo, what you gonna do for that? You know what I'm saying? But when it came out, she said it was rape. But no, bitch, you called me. I didn't call you for your shit. You called me. That's like if you call a nigga for every time you call a nigga the lady to come clean your house, she ain't coming to clean it for free.
Lost her.
They lost them.
Oh, you got company?
You right. You're absolutely
but
right.
You know how it go, you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
It make you hard, man, cause that shit is like, it's so foul, man.
Listen.
And you like you said, Lenise, niggas can't watch other niggas' joints, but when you see that shit, you see some type of flaws in that shit. Like,
but that's why my opinion on these cases, because I know how people move when they're molested, because I've been molested, so I know how people react to that shit. That's why I tell you from my personal experience, there's a few different ways people handle that shit. And with that chick with the situation with Pac, that was just some bullshit. Because people who are really fucking raped and molested, they deal with it different. They either
let me go.
Or they viciously fight back. But this chick was just, yo, ghost. If that shit really happened to her, she would have been on fucking national TV going, fuck that. These niggas really traumatized me and just hurt me. And you know why? Because she already came public and said it. So why wouldn't she show her face on fucking TV or whatever, all that shit? You know? Really, if you're gonna go all out, go all out. Nook has got technical difficulties and shit. But you know, but like I said, man, if anybody's out there who listening to this stream right now, who has been through anything, go out there and just speak to somebody, even if it's some shit for 20, 30 years ago, because trust me, you know, you walk around with these scars with you. You know, and they are part of your DNA, you know?
Yo, my bad. They so worried about me cooking and shit. Yeah.
Oh, nigga.
So yeah, that's.
You got your girl in check?
Huh?
You ain't got your girl in check, man?
Nah, it's my turn.
It's your turn.
Yeah. It's great to see y'all. Who is Brooklyn?
I don't know. Who is Brooklyn? Gotta have some big ass balls, nigga, calling yourself Brooklyn, nigga. You got the whole borough on your back. Nah, but blessings. Thank you, Brooklyn. You know Brooklyn is a nigga who no longer live in Brooklyn, right? You know, it's like a nigga from Brooklyn who moved down to North Carolina or some shit. What up, Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Okay, mommy.
Yeah, but Paulette said that maybe people scared. What's he say? That may believe that they asked for it. You don't never ask for that shit.
Mm-mm.
You don't never ask for it. You know what I'm saying? It just like Kim said, her moms was so into going out. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't focused on what was going on in the crib. You know what I mean?
It.
So that's how that shit be. Like they going out, they having fun. She ain't thinking about your father.
Right. And this is a message to all the parents out there. Parents, talk to your kids. Talk to your kids, man. And that's the craziest thing about us as black kids. This is a taboo conversation in our homes. Our parents don't talk about this shit. Parents, talk to your kids, man. Talk to your kids, because believe me, the reason why I never felt comfortable about speaking about this shit is because in my house, sex was never spoken on. You know what time it is when you around your grandparents or whatever. It's only about going to church and this, that, and the other. That talking about that type of shit is blasphemy, nigga. Yo, for real.
Right.
You know, so for parents out, I always talk to my kids, man. I'll be like, yo, if some motherfucker run up on you, nigga, tell me, I'm gonna catch a body. Straight up. They be like, what you mean by that, Dad? I be like, you fucking, you know what I'm talking about. Somebody touch you in your shit, it's on and popping. Really?
Exactly. Yeah, but I got a story, but I'm gonna have to tell it another day because I'm being rushed to.
Oh, you making chitlins tonight, nigga?
Fuck out of here! I don't eat that shit. Chitlins.
You know, I'm gonna go rest on my pillow.
Let me see the pillow.
I can't do it to you, man. I can't do it to you. I'm just gonna fuck your whole night up. Mommy, say hi to Nook. Say hola, Nook.
Hola, Nook.
Shooter?
The shooter. Always the shooter, nigga. For real.
Yo.
Vanmiddag zijn we kijken. Ga vallen.
Hmm?
Ga vallen.
Let me see my friend, man. Yo, you gotta put them cigarettes down, my nigga, for real, man.
Oh, I know.
You gotta put them cigarettes down.
I know.
Let me see who else. Thank you, Kim.
Yeah, great topic. I mean, you know, we started off very lighthearted. It got serious at first, and we started lighthearted, but then we really talk about the real effects of this shit. You know, there's a lot of people walking around with childhood scars, yo, for real. You know, and even if you hear Lanice talk, the pain is still real for her. Like yesterday.
You say something. You know, when you say, like, when I was coming up, and if the girl was around, and I tell my mom's like, yo, I don't want to be around this bitch. I'm hiding from her. She thinking it's cute. Like, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? This bitch making me fuck.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my dick hurting because I'm not busting the nut. She getting all the thrill out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My little wee hurting. You know what I mean?
That's it.
But I'm hiding from her, and she thinking it's cool. Go ahead, go.
Look, I tell
You know
you
what I'm
some,
saying?
I tell you some crazy shit. I got a family member right now, my nigga, like really like a cousin in my friends list on Facebook. And she probably about 4 or 5 years older than me. Yo, my mom and her mom would go out, and homegirl had me up in the crib trying to do all kind of wild shit. And it's crazy that she would even have the nerve to even request me as a friend, knowing that
What she did.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, this is what I'm trying to tell you about psychologically. Then you gotta question me, like, nigga, how you accept that fucking friend's request? Because you're still psychologically connected to the act. That you feel, this is what's so deep about it. Like, really, I should have just hit her up like, yo, bitch, is you out your fucking mind? But you still feel like you were connected to the act with the person. And that's the fucking crazy shit about it. So even though I'm fucking grown, I'll be fucking 48 this year, nigga. I still can't come to terms to confront this chick and be like, yo, you real fucked up. You understand? It's crazy.
Right.
I don't speak to her, and it's real lighthearted, and I act like nothing happened, but I know what the fuck went down. So did she. But as the predator, you gotta imagine she has no shame.
Right.
And you can't talk to nobody in your family about. I spoke to my aunt Monica about the shit, this, that, and the other. Nigga, when I said that shit to my aunt Monica like 2 years ago, because I said to my aunt Monica, like, yo, such and such had me as a friend. She got nerve to do it. Man, my aunt Monica did, like, acted like that shit went in one ear and came out the other, nigga. Because as black people don't want to talk about that shit. Fucking rape and molestation in the black community is a fucking taboo in the household. We don't talk about that shit.
Right. But that's why I'm gonna give a platform. I'm gonna talk about this shit anytime I feel like it. If a motherfucker want to get it out, man. Nobody gonna judge you. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. Somebody just said, listen. Paulette just said maybe it happened to her. I give you a perfect example. My mother viciously abused me physically as a child. Really, literally, like really. I'm not talking about beatings, nigga. My mother used to lock me in a fucking toy box for 3 days, nigga, and bang on that shit and tell me rats was gonna fucking eat me. My mother would hang me out of 12-story buildings at fucking age 4, nigga, and 5. Punch me in my face with fucking irons, nigga. Like real abuse. Real shit. When they took me from my mom's, nigga, I was fucking half dead, nigga. Broken nose, black eyes, broken ribs, all that shit. And I have never in my fucking life ever put my hands on my kids. So all that shit about things happen to people, yo, you could either you got to break the cycle. I've never in my life ever not even spanked my kids jokingly, my nigga. I will take that shit and throw it away. I will do everything in the world to discipline them besides putting my hands on them. You understand? Because that shit really had an effect on me. So the fact that shit probably happened to my cousin or whatever is no excuse. That's no excuse. It's none.
Right.
It's no excuse.
Well, you know what? I always thought like when I got beat and all that kind of shit with bats and all that, I didn't care. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Me neither. But you gotta imagine. I'll give you a perfect example. If you got beat with bats and all that shit, you know when we be sitting back watching shit like Oprah and Dr. Phil, and we see these little white kids on there talking about, yeah, and my mother shouted at me and it really traumatized. We'd be like, motherfucker, walk that off, nigga. What the fuck? What you doing on there? Because we've been through real shit, but because we don't speak about it, because it was always normal for us, we don't realize how traumatic and fucked up that is, huh? People talk about tough love, man. Yo, if you love your kids, man, you ain't supposed to be beating on your fucking kids, man. That is a terrifying fucking experience, yo. Terrifying. I remember one day, my mother put my fucking head in one of these fucking couch beds, nigga, and tried to fucking detach my head from my fucking neck, nigga. Real talk. And I don't know where I found the strength. Nigga, I was like 5 years old, and I was kicking out with my feet, and I kicked an entire wall unit down on my mother. I don't even know where that strength came from. Only thing I could tell you, that was God, nigga. Because I was a little kid, and I kicked an entire wall unit down. And that's how I was able to get out of that situation and run out the room and lock myself in my room. I'm telling you, man, motherfuckers don't know, yo. They don't know. Shit is vicious. Yeah, it was called discipline. No, I think our parents, you know, they were beat by their parents, so it was a cycle. But at one point, somebody in your fucking family bloodline has to decide that it's not cool. And I wanted to be the person out of my family and out of my fucking thing to be like, nah, there's another way. And I've never to this day ever put my hand on any of my kids, man. You know, I can't talk about them. I won't, not even a smack on, I won't do it. I can't do it because I know what that shit done to me. That shit shaped my whole life. Everything dysfunctional about my fucking life, everything dysfunctional about relationships with women, all that shit is because of all these traumatic things we've been through as kids.
But you know what? It helped you as an adult. You know what I'm saying? The shit that you've been through, you know what I mean? It helped you as an adult. Like for instance, if I see something fishy with my daughters, I'd be like, so what you trying to go fuck? They'd be like, why you because the pattern that you're going, that's what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? It just made us who we are today because. And I think my mom was so young that she didn't know no better.
Same
you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, let me break this down for you. So check this out. My mother's been like incredible for the past 20 years. I've said this story before in my own live stream, but my mother got like 5 different kids with 5 different men. And my mother only 14 years older than me, so she's young too. But the whole shit was, since 1990, my mother's always had this open, cool relationship with me. Like, yo, you know what? English, I'm so sorry for that shit. I put you through this, that, and the other. And I would always feel bad for my moms. I'd always feel bad for my moms. I'd be like, oh, my side, fuck that shit. Because I was already acting grown. You understand? My moms gave me my first fucking 25 when I was 25 automatic when I was 13. So I went from this abusive relationship as a child with her to being like her brother and sister shit. So anyway, in like 1990, God gave my mom the child that she could not leave or abuse. And my little brother was born with autism. And since the day my mother had my little brother, she turned into the greatest mother on earth and just took incredible care of this child. And it's for that reason why I was able to forgive her. So anyway, 20 years go by, and about 3 years ago, it started fucking with me, the things that I went through, because I've never really spoken in detail about the things she really done to me. My nigga, I confronted my moms with the shit in detail. Nook, my mother was like, you lying, you out your mind, you fucking crazy, and hung up the phone on me. Nigga, I was screaming on the phone to my moms. I was like, fuck, don't ever fucking call here no more. Flipped on her. 2 days went by. She called me up and she was like, English, she was like, I'm so sorry. She's like, I totally thought that you had just forgot about all that shit, and to tell you the truth, I had also forgot about all that shit also, because it's a horrible thing to think and want to remember and this, that, and the other. And we just had this moment of bonding, and that was the moment when I said to my mother, but Ma, listen, tell me what you went through while you put me through that shit. And my mother was silent on the fucking phone. Nigga, you know what the real deal was? The real deal
What?
was my fucking grandpops was molesting my moms when she was 9, nigga. 9.
Mm.
And it's the first time anybody in my mother's life ever asked her. And I told my moms, real talk, and you got to imagine how this is so deep what I'm about to tell you. You got to imagine my mother basically at the end of the day lost custody of me. I went through all the shit that I went through. And then remember what I told you. I was adopted when I was 10 by my grandmother and my grandfather. Nigga, my grandfather never in his life ever put his hands on me. You know why my grandfather adopted me out that orphanage in London, nigga? Out of guilt. Because he knows it was because of him, the reason why I was in there, nigga. And to this day, I told my moms, like, yo, I'm tired of playing games with this nigga acting like he all fuck. I said, I'll flip on this nigga in a minute, ma. My mom's just like, to this day, she lived with those scars. Like, don't say nothing. Just leave it. Don't just leave it. My heart breaks for my mother. Because, nigga,
Right.
I'm like, yo, nigga, I've been on my own my whole life. Family, that shit, nigga, family is the people who treat you like family. It's not always your blood. So I told my moms I don't give a fuck, but she's still connected to that fucking molestation by still being scared what people gonna think. I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, yo. Believe me, cause I just hate the fact that this nigga gonna go to his deathbed without ever being really confronted by that shit. And the only reason I don't confront this nigga is because of my mom's. Because she asked me not to. But
Can we ask you a question?
yeah.
Do you tell your moms you love her?
Of course. Of course. Because I can psychologically understand the reason why she put me through the things she put me through. My mom's 14 years older than me. When she was beating the shit out of me and fucking doing prostitution and all that shit to feed me, my nigga. Yo, she was doing that shit because she had been put through a dysfunctional, and it was crazy because it wasn't just my grandfather. It was also his stepdaughter. So while my grandmother was in America providing and making shit clear for us, my grandfather was in England taking care of my mother and his stepdaughter, and they was all getting busy with my moms, dude. And the first time she ever told anybody was 3 years ago when I think, and no, let me correct that. She also tried to confront my grandmother and my grandfather about it in the 90s. And they chalked my grandmother chalked my mother off as being crazy, nigga. And that's the worst thing in the world when you've been molested and taken care of and you finally confront your parent with that shit and your own fucking parent look at you like, stop lying. That's vicious. That's why me and my mom fight like a motherfucker. Because all she got is me. Because I understand it.
So when your the brother, with autism?
With my mom. She take fucking incredible care of him to this day. He's like 20 right now. And everything she might have put me through or any of the rest of my brothers and sisters, this, that, and the other, I've been forgave her for that because now I know the reason. My mother just wasn't as strong as me. She didn't know how to deal with it. Me, I don't dare put my hands on my kids or whatever. But my mom, yo, she was on her own in England. She fucking 14, 15 years old, 16 years old on drugs. Ain't got no family. She got to provide for me, nigga. Yo, believe me, man. That's why I hate these devils so hard, nigga. I used to be motherfucking in the back of a fucking Rolls Royce at age fucking 4 or 5 years old, man, waiting for my moms to come down from fucking turning tricks just so I could eat food. You understand? And I was aware of that shit back then. So when I confronted my moms 3 years ago with this shit, it blew her mind that I was aware. That's why parents gotta watch out what they do around their kids or what they expose their kids to. You don't think your kids know. Your kids know, nigga. They know when you up in the room fucking with your wifey. They know all that shit. And believe me, it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing.
Yeah, that's true though. You right. You're definitely right. I mean, that's what it boiled down to. So I don't know. I appreciate everybody, man. Everybody that shared the video, man. Everybody that showed me love. You know what I mean? But we got to call this a night, man. I gotta go. Oh, let me just say something about that. Like, let me tell you what I don't remember. I don't remember my mother cooking. Like, maybe once or twice. I don't have no memory of none of that.
Wow.
I don't have no memory of me having Christmas.
Wow.
Maybe when my grandmother was living. I don't have no memories of none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when people say certain shit to me and I'm like, I don't care, it's because I really erased that shit from my mind. Like I don't remember because
Gotcha.
I don't want to remember.
Gotcha.
You know, I don't want to remember none of that shit. If something bad happened, I don't care. Like I don't give a fuck.
That's
you know
it.
what I'm saying? So I said it to my moms one day. I was like, yo, so we was talking and I was like, yo, you know, all that shit you did to me, I was telling her. So she started crying. And she was like, I was young and this and that. But you can't blame it on young because I was young when I had moms and I would never do the shit you did to me.
You're the one that broke the cycle. Same as me. I also broke the cycle. And that's why it's so important to basically at the end of the day, like I said, our parents come from a whole different fucking era, man, a whole different generation. Our parents come from the era of hearing like, if you can't hear, you'll feel, and fucking having the shit beat out of them by their own parents. And all of that shit, if you trace it back, all of that shit comes with black people, all comes from the frustration of fucking slavery and all of the fucking shit of black people not being fucking proud and having low self-esteem and frustration. All of that shit. Nigga, white kids ain't growing up like us, huh?
Right.
White kids is turning fucking 15, 16 and getting a new Beamer, nigga. That's not our life, nigga. That's never been our life. Ain't nobody in the hood who grew up with us have no life like that, nigga. You know, Becky ain't got no life like this.
Yeah, I be telling my mom's like, let me tell you some other shit, right? Like if I'm on the phone, I know it's bad, but like if I'm on the phone with my mom's and she be like, and we hanging up and she say, I love you, I go, all right. You know what I'm saying? It's because like, you know,
you're not there. Like, you're not there yet. You're not.
Nah.
You're not there yet. And it
you know what? Let me say something. Let me say something else. I'm not gonna fake love somebody. I can't just say I love you. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's coming out fake, I can't do it.
Let me tell you something. How you need to deal with it. You got to deal with it how I deal with it with my moms. I'm going to tell you, this is how I dealt with it with my moms. You got to love your moms. Be like, Ma, I love you. I just didn't like you. That's what it is. This woman gave birth. No, let me tell you something. Nigga, we are in a conversation right now because of your moms. So you love your moms. You just don't like your moms. And there's a difference. And that's the conversation I had with my mom. I was like, Ma, I love you. I just don't like you. That like
no, it's not. Let me tell you, it's not that, right?
This woman gave birth to me, my nigga. I
But
couldn't
let me just
without her.
Let me, Tawana, let me just say this. It's not that I don't love her, right? But I'm not gonna say it. You know why? Because I can't get myself to say that. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, how about this for a reason why you can't say it to her? Because whether you want to admit it or not, everything your mother has put you through as a child is the reason you had the life you had. And you could be like, oh, I'm cool now, I'm Gucci, this, that, and the other. But the same things you just told me, I don't remember Christmas, I don't remember none of that shit. Your mother took all of that shit away. So subconsciously, all of that shit, you know inside of yourself is like, oh, I wasn't as good as other kids. I didn't deserve to have that. So that's what I say to people, speak to people, because all of that shit that you think is cool with you is not really cool with you. Because if it was okay and you had come to terms with it, you would have no problem at this point in your life telling your mother you love her. But you can't, because you know you still walk around with the scars of everything she put you through.
Yeah, that shit was foul.
Yeah, that's it.
I was 12 years old, nigga, working in a store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When Friday came, my moms would come and get my money and go smoke drugs. You know what I'm saying? Or beat me and tell me, yo, you better go get me some cigarettes. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no, like, people be like, yo, this, like, yeah, I do love her, but I can't just say it. Like, I just can't do that. I'm just not an emotional dude. You know what I'm saying? That just don't come out.
How about this? It's because of these things why you're not an emotional dude. Because your mother showed you at a very young age, nigga, ain't no love here, nigga. Ain't no love here. You feel me? And this is really the truth. You're not an emotional.
I understand what you're saying too, but your moms ain't do you bad. You just didn't know how to tell her that. You know what I'm saying? Now that she gone, you do miss her. But you know what I'm saying? She knew it. She knew it. Like I don't tell my kids and my wife I love them every day. For what? You know what I'm saying?
But this is what I'm saying. For you, it's normal not to tell them you love them every day. But at the end of the day, that's all because of the things you have been through since a child.
Right.
So that's why I try to explain to people, when you're molested, when you're neglected, all of these things shape your emotional DNA on how we can communicate with people and even our own families, or be in dysfunctional relationships as adults. These scars you will carry with you for the rest of your fucking life. And I can't change nothing about my past, but I can confront and have the conversation, the real conversation with my mother. I owe that to myself. I owe that to my moms. Nigga, I can't be walking around. And I'm gonna tell you, Nook, maybe you're not ready now, but one day you really gonna have to have this conversation with your moms. And the real talk, huh? The real talk. The one where basically you might end up screaming on her, like you back there as a kid. But after that talk, my nigga, you gonna be Gucci.
Wow, Keish. Yeah, I mean, it's you know, I understand that, but what I'm just saying is, you know, one day I will, you know what I'm saying? And if, you know, I'm just like you know what's so crazy? Because I think, you know, when you show kids certain things, you know, at a young age, like me, right? I'm gonna give me for instance. Like you just don't care. Right? So if I bust you side your head, it's because I don't care. If I shoot you in your face, it's because I don't care. Like if I'm crying for you to show me some attention and you're not, now I'm gonna go beat some kid up because I know you gotta come up to the school and I'm gonna get some kind of attention now because I'm fucking these niggas up. So you made me bad. You made me bad. It's not the streets, it's you. You know what I'm saying? Because all you had to do was give me a hug.
She failed at her job.
Yeah.
The job of a parent, the 100% only job of a parent is to protect their child at all times. And that means clothe them, feed them, love them, protect them, period. That's it. And if your parent is not doing that shit, they failed. They fucking failed as a parent. Real talk. That's our job as parents, to protect our fucking kids. That's it. That's all it is.
Oh, Keish, your mom, she said she had to watch her mom's turn tricks and that's why I didn't trust men. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Yeah, but no, that's my whole thing, man. Like, you know, that's why I do what I do with my kids, man. You know what I'm saying? And for the ones that don't listen, I don't waste my time because if they set exactly, I don't got time for that shit.
Let it go. I'm your father. I love you. My door's always open to you. My phone's always there for you. But nigga, I ain't gonna run behind your motherfucking ass.
Right.
Because your life ain't hard. Your life ain't hard. Our kids' lives ain't hard, nigga.
They not, man. They fucking not. They don't know. They don't know, man.
You know?
They don't know, man.
Crazy.
They don't know. Yo, My mom, I went to see my mom's like maybe like no Feb. What's this? When we went to that shit, what is it? I forgot. But she wanted me to stay with her, and I couldn't, cause we can't get along for long. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we can't be in the same
shit.
area, because we're not gonna get along after like 2 hours. It's gonna be.
I got the exact same shit with my moms. I gotta keep that shit to a limited amount of fucking interaction. Because at one point my mom's gonna say some dumb shit and I'm just gonna lose it.
Right.
And because at the end of the day, that's that subconscious fucking pain and shit that you put away. And you're like, okay, you know what? When I was a kid, I had to put up with this bullshit, listening to this shit. I ain't fucking putting up with this shit as a fucking adult. Get the fuck out of here. Nigga, I done checked my moms before. Like, yo, don't call up my house with this bullshit. If you want to call up and talk some normal shit, we good. Don't fucking call up with crazy ass
Billy
shit.
said forgiveness. Billy said forgiveness is the key. He forgave his moms and blessed to have his moms kicking it with him. But he said his moms is still on drugs, but I understand that too. Maybe I'll get over that shit one day. But right now, I'm over it. I just don't, because I still don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? And maybe I shouldn't have that attitude, but that's just me. You understand what I'm saying? That's just me.
But that's what that type of upbringing does to you. It makes you numb. It makes you numb. You gotta imagine, I saw my first fucking threesome, nigga, when I was motherfucking like 4 years old. My mom's just fucking some crack ass dude and the next bitch in the room with the motherfucking door open, nigga, and I'm 4 years old. I'm just standing there watching this shit. And they just ain't just oblivious to the fact I'm watching this shit. So peep this there. Next day, I go in the room because my mom used to leave me in the house sometimes for a week at a time, nigga, 4 years old. I go in the room now and I pull out of the hamper the strap on. My mom's had like this strap on shit she was doing this chick with. So I'm looking at this shit, nigga. My mom's came home, saw that shit move, nigga. I got the shit beat out of me with a dildo, nigga. Real talk. Real talk. And I'm thinking, and as a child, I'm like, oh shit, I've done something wrong. But as an adult, I'm like, bitch, you the one that left your dildo in this motherfucker. What the fuck? How you gonna be angry at my ass for finding it? You feel me? This is what I'm saying. Crazy shit, man. Crazy. I swear, I'm probably one of the few niggas that had the shit beat out of him with a dildo, nigga. That's such a degrading feeling.
What's gonna be my next topic is mothers. That's what we go. Not to down mothers, because mothers are the best. But I'm just saying, as far as like, you know, all that shit, like that shit was foul, man. Everything she did, man. Word. I'm talking about. Listen. I was like 11 years old, man. I had to go out and get that money. I had to go pack bags, do something, nigga. If you come back in this house without my 40 ounce and some cigarettes, nigga, I'm fucking you up.
Vicious.
You
The amount of pressure that psychologically puts on a child is vicious.
So I you know, after that, and then when I was going to DC, right? I was like, what, 13. When I started going to DC, all the adults was waiting for me to come home to take care of them.
So they could eat. That's and it's crazy. I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy. No, me and you back then, none of us, we never spoke really about these things back then. But we all had the same fucking situation. We all come from basically the same DNA, nigga. Dysfunctional upbringings. That's why we was out there. A lot of you know what it was like out there. Nigga, we was out there fucking 13, 14 years old around niggas who were in their 40s, nigga. In their 40s. And had these old niggas scared to death of us. Scared to death. Because that's a place where we could fucking control shit. Now we could be the aggressors.
Right.
Crazy. Everything you've been through as a child has an effect on you as an adult. And that's the good as well as the bad. And that's why 9 times out of 10, all of these cushy little white kids who have these fucking great suburban upbringings and shit and be peachy, they go on to have fucking great lives and fucking great families and all the rest of that bullshit. And then when they see shit that goes on in the black community, they be like, what's wrong with these niggas? And I'm like, motherfucker, are you serious right now? Nigga, we are
let me tell you the funniest shit, right? Let me tell y'all this last shit, and I gotta go put this barbecue sauce on this chicken.
You making chickens? Chitlins, barbecue sauce on chitlins.
Yo, listen. So my pops got like 20-something kids, right? So, but he used to come get me on the weekends.
Gotcha.
So he used to do mad shit, but that wasn't none of my business. You know what I'm saying? So this why I am how I am with my kids. So my step pops used to be whipping my ass until I used to see little white dots, nigga. This needs to hit me.
That's
hard.
the real shit. When you see the flashes of the demons, nigga, that's crazy.
Yeah, yo. So listen.
That's the real
my pops used to tell me, you know, how he boxed and this and that and all of that, right? So my mother always said, yo, don't tell my fucking business what's going on in my house. So I said, you know, cool. But I got tired of this nigga hitting me. So I'm taking a chance to tell my pops what's going on.
Yeah.
So I say, fuck it. One day my pops came to get me. We in the car. I tell him, yo, Dad, this man be hitting me. Right?
Yeah.
Yo, my pops told me he can't do nothing about that because my mother gotta, listen, my mother gotta, like, you know, fix that.
Wow.
So I'm like, what? Yo, when I tell you he crushed me, but I was little, so you know what I mean? That he passed away, but that was my little man, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, he told me that my mother have to fix that situation.
So you just felt like abandoned by everybody, my nigga.
Yo, when I tell you he crushed me with that. And listen, I knew all his little money spots. I knew all his secrets with the women, all that shit. But I never said nothing. When the nigga used to leave me downstairs while he go fuck. And you know what I'm saying? And I never said none of that shit. But when I told you my problem, you was supposed to fuck this nigga up. So now I'm thinking like, you scared of this nigga. Wow. So after that, I was like, yo, fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? So listen, if my daughters get into something in school, I always tell them, yo, listen, you better tell somebody because I'm coming up there and it ain't gonna be pretty. I don't give a fuck if you right or wrong. I'm coming up there. You understand what I'm saying? So
I tell you this in favor of my mother. I tell you this shit. When they took me away from my mom's and put me in this orphanage, right? One day I was in there and I was sitting, and that's how come I know my mom's was a good person, huh? I was sitting on the girl's side, and one of the people who used to take care of us came up and saw me sitting in the girl's room. Yo, man, this nigga fucking was like, yo, what are you doing in here? And the motherfucker smacked me on my legs and shit, hit me. So I go downstairs now. I'm like 7, 8. I go right to the phone. I call my mom's. I'm like, Ma, these motherfuckers, they just hit me, nigga. My mom's drove up there in her white Jag, nigga, in 1977. I was looking out the window of the orphanage. My mom's pulled up in her white Jag, opened the trunk with a fucking axe, nigga, and fucking chopped the door in, nigga, for this nigga. And I tell you, for the first time ever, I felt like, yeah, that's my mom's, yo. So,
right.
Like I said, because I was like, and my mom had this simple fucking thing. She was like, you motherfuckers took my child away from me. because I put my hands on him. And then you got him up in here putting your fucking hands on him? Nah, nigga. It's like, touch my kid again, I'll come up here and kill you niggas. Real talk. Nigga, I felt so proud that day. I was walking around there really like looking at these motherfuckers like, yeah, say something, nigga. Say something. So I understand when you told your father and he ain't do shit, that's a gut, that'll gut you, man.
That shit crushed me, man. But listen, man. Listen again, y'all. I appreciate it, man. We're gonna have to end this. I have to go, man. I gotta go and take care of the kids right now. So I appreciate it. I'm gonna see y'all Tuesday at 8 o'clock. I appreciate the love. Shit, the rest of y'all share the video, and we will talk about more topics just like this, man. But I appreciate it, y'all. Yo, English, thank you, brother, man. Everybody that expressed, their situations and all that, man, I appreciate it, man.
That's it. We're going to have more of these conversations.
Yeah, so everybody, good night. The rest of y'all, share the last 10 of y'all, share the video. And I appreciate y'all, everybody, man. Don't think I don't, man, because when this thing goes somewhere, man, I ain't going to forget none of y'all, man.
That's right, nigga. We all want to check.
Keish, you welcome. You welcome. Anytime. Just come up, y'all. You know what I mean? Anytime. Yo, I gotta go, man, for somebody come down here with a bat or something.
All right, nigga. Go finish making them chitlins.
Yeah, whatever, Nella. All right, Paulie.
I'm gone. Peace.
All right, Denise. I'm out, y'all. I appreciate it, man. Cabo, my bad, man. I know you wanted to come in and share your story, but a lot of people was talking, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I got you, Keish. I got you. All right, y'all. I got to go, man. I got to go. Yo, Tuesday, y'all. Tuesday. Love.